Commander Tellis entered the briefing room and turned to the guard at the door. "Secure the room." "Yes, sir," the guard replied, stepping out and closing the door behind him. Commander Tellis waited until he heard the tone from the control panel on the wall next to the door, indicating the room was sealed and its sound suppression system had been activated. He then turned his attention to the 4 men sitting in the room before him. They were dressed in typical Koharan clothing, were neatly groomed, and appeared physically fit, although not overtly so. The commander turned to look at Lieutenant Commander Bowden, standing in the corner of the room next to Master Sergeant Jahal. "You trust these men?" he asked, getting straight to the point. "I do," the lieutenant commander replied without reservation. "With your life? On many occasions, there are none I trust more." "You will likely not see them again," the commander reminded him. "Unfortunate, but understandable." Master Sergeant Jahal touched his comm set. "Understood," he replied. He looked at the commander. "Room is confirmed secure." "Very well," the commander replied. He turned to face the 4 men sitting before him. "What is discussed in this room today shall not be shared with anyone, and you shall not discuss it amongst yourselves outside of a properly secured room such as this one. Is that understood?" All 4 men nodded in unison. "The 4 of you have volunteered for an assignment that may, in fact, last the rest of your lives, be they long or short. You were offered this assignment because you are Jung." "We were Jung, sir," one of the men interrupted. The commander looked at him. "What is your name?" "Masson, Rita Masson." "You are Jung," the commander insisted. "All 4 of you were born on Jung worlds. You served on Jung ships." "We had no choice at the time," Rito said. "But we no longer serve the Jung." "I understand your change of loyalties, Mr. Masson, and I applaud your decision," the commander replied. "However, I strongly recommend that you refrain from interrupting." "Yes, sir." Commander Tellis took a breath before continuing. "I suggest you all become comfortable with the idea of being proper members of Jung society, as we plan to insert all 4 of you onto the Jung homeworld." The 4 men looked at each other, their mouths agape. Commander Tellis looked at Lieutenant Commander Bowden. "I take it you did not tell them what they were volunteering for." "I figured it was your place, Commander." Commander Tellis returned his attention to the 4 men seated before him, their mouths still hanging open. "I get the feeling you wish to say something, Mr. Masson." "You want to send us to Norpatri?" "Correct." "That's impossible." "If it were impossible, we would not be proposing such an assignment," the commander replied. "Even if you could get us to the surface, they will identify us the first time we walk past a data point. They'll arrest us within minutes." "Norpatri is in chaos after our attack. Their data systems have been damaged, and it will take weeks, if not months, for their data point network to be fully operational once again. That should give you enough time to locate suitable targets to impersonate. Once you have found and eliminated those targets, you will remove their data chips and implant them in yourselves. From that point on, you should be able to walk freely on Norpatri without fear of discovery."